Imagine waiting for justice for decades. Families of murder victims are forced to endure years of appeals and delays while the person who took their loved one's life remains alive. Meanwhile, taxpayers spend millions of dollars to keep death row inmates housed for decades. Is this justice? The execution process for death row inmates should be faster to reduce cost, provide closure for victims' families, and uphold the justice system's integrity. The long appeals process costs taxpayers millions. Victims' families suffer for decades waiting for justice. Delays weaken the effectiveness of our justice system, and it also weakens the effectiveness of the death penalty as a deterrent. Fact: the average cost of housing a death row inmate is $1.12 million more than housing a life sentenced inmate. Many inmates spend 15 to 25 years on death row due to legal appeals adding significant costs. If the process were more efficient, states could redirect funds to law enforcement, victim support, and crime prevention programs. I just want to share an example of a story that I personally know about. Many may or may not have heard about the latest execution by firing squad. The guy who killed Gladys and David Lark, Brad Sigmund, was executed. He had sat in jail for 20 plus years. And I personally knew one of Gladys and David's children, so that's why I had followed this very closely. And many families feel forced to relive their traumas every time an appeal is filed. So speeding up the process would allow families to move forward and to heal. When execution takes decades, criminals do not truly fear the death penalty. Some studies suggest that a swift and certain death can act as a stronger deterrent to violent crime. Countries with a swift punishment, capital punishment like Singapore, have lower violent crime rates than the U.S. If the death penalty is to serve as a deterrent, it must be carried out in a reasonable time frame. And what if a person is executed that is innocent? Well, I know that's some people's argument, but advances in the DNA and the forensic technology have significantly reduced wrongful convictions. So another counter argument is, does speeding up executions violate due process? But the system can be streamlined without eliminating essential appeals, focusing only on unnecessary delays. The process for executing death row inmates should be faster. It could reduce cost, could provide closure to victims' families, and maintain the justice system's credibility. Lawmakers should work on reforming the appeals process to remove unnecessary delays while ensuring fairness. Justice delayed is justice denied. If we believe in the death penalty, we must ensure that it serves its purpose in a fair and timely manner. Thank you.